tonight? Welcome to Julie's Beauty Corner. First, I need to share this real quick to my group, so bear with me just one moment, please. So tonight, we're going to talk about brush care and brush basics. So give me just 1 second here. I have company. The cat is right here with me. Hello, Julie. How are you doing tonight? So don't be surprised if he ends up behind me or even crawling across the screen. All right, got that taken care of. So the first thing that I want to do is show you some basic brushes. So as with any, you can call it a hobby, we can call it an addiction, depending on what level you take makeup to. You can call it a profession. Hello, Marianne. How are you, dear? So it all depends on where you are with makeup. We can call it a business, or just where you are every day, right? Just a part of your lifestyle, right? Because makeup is part of our lifestyle, right? So this is the case that I was using for my makeup brushes for the last few years. It was a very nice case. It did the job nicely, okay? It has a little flap that keeps the brushes in so they don't fall out. Put your brushes down inside, put the flap over them, and it closes. It's a really nice case, okay? And then it has a little zipper compartment on this side for whatever. I don't think I really stored anything in there because it was a rather small compartment, but it worked really well for me for the last few years. Now, in the last few months, I outgrew it very quickly because I went from, hello, Valerie. I went from someone who used makeup in my lifestyle. I became a hobbyist to someone who's doing this for a profession very rapidly. Hello, Amy. So where I took my makeup changed very rapidly, right? So I no longer had just the yellow brushes, right? So I had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 brushes. I went to all of these brushes, okay? So the number of brushes that came into my possession grew very rapidly. So I outgrew this brush holder rather quickly. So the number of brushes and what brushes that you need in your arsenal is going to depend on what you're doing every day. But no matter what brushes you're using, we also need to take care of those brushes. And I'm going to suggest to you, hello, Joanne, that no matter what brushes you buy, that you buy high quality brushes. These yellow brushes are not Younique brand. They don't have a brand on them. I couldn't tell you what brand they are, but they weren't cheap brushes, okay? I've had these, I think, for 4 or 5 years now. They've served me well. And I'm still using them, and I use them on a daily basis. So they're definitely not Younique quality, but they weren't cheap. Cheap items aren't good, and good items aren't cheap. You get what you pay for. So spend the extra money and get the higher quality product that's going to last you a longer time. That being said, Now I'm going to put this on my chest because I'm going to clean my brushes and I'm going to show you. I want to cover up, these say puppy paws. This is what we use to clean our dog's feet off when we bring them in the house. So they're brown, they don't show all the muck and mud. I'm going to show you what I use to clean my brushes. Okay, so I use Younique brush cleaner, and I bought this in December from Katie. And Katie was my representative prior to me becoming prior to me becoming a presenter. Okay. And I kind of hung around and I watched Katie do her thing, and then I was like, oh my goodness, look at this makeup. And she invited me to do this, and I said, okay, yeah. So let me show you how easy to clean brushes it is with our brush cleaner. This is a 2-ounce bottle, and it's $19. I've had it since December. I clean my brushes on a regular basis, about once a week, but I don't clean them all at the same time. I clean them as they're needed, okay? And which is what you should be doing, is clean your brushes as they're needed. I clean off, I always have a towel underneath here. I have a table set up with my computer, and then I have my makeup and a towel underneath. So I'm wiping off, there goes Tater. I wipe off the excess makeup in between. Hi, Adrian. Hello, Minerva. So I wipe off the excess makeup in between. So I'm going to have to look down so that I don't squirt myself in the face. All it takes, and I'm right-handed, so I need to switch. All it takes is a couple squirts with the brush cleaner, and it has oil and emollients to clean, and it dries instantly. One squirt is all it takes for a small brush like this. You wipe it a couple of times. Your brush is dry. Your brush is clean. It's soft because it has oils in it. I want to say olive oil is one of the ingredients, believe it or not. And your brush is ready to go. You don't need a drying rack. You don't have to hang them upside down to let the water drain out of them. You don't need to lay it. No muss, no fuss. I can clean my brushes in between use, and they are immediately ready to go for the next color. Easy peasy. I don't know of any other products that are that easy to use. So let me use another example. This is a brand new brush. This is our crease brush, fluffy crease brush. All right, just got this last night. It's nice and white. Use this in some brown. So I'm going to give it one spray right on the end. Rub it a little bit on the towel. I'm doing this in circles because I don't want to mess up the bristles. And there you can see it's nice and clean again. And you can see that only took, what, maybe 10 seconds? And again, it's nice and dry and ready to go. So I really absolutely adore this product. Oh, that's Tater, Adrian. So I wish that I did. Let me see. I have this other towel. Let me see. This is my foundation brush. So I am going to use a few squirts on this because the foundation gets, I'm going to say, a little bit compacted in here. So I'm trying to make sure you guys can see this. So you can see that, you can't see it real well, but you can see the foundation comes out very easily. You know, we don't use a lot of foundation. We only use 5 drops. And because of the way that this brush is built, it's a Younique brush, liquid foundation brush. It's designed specifically for foundation and made to go right on the skin. It's made not to absorb a lot of the foundation. We want it to go right on the face. And this is why I suggest that you use our brushes for our products, right? It makes sense. So this is the foundation brush. What else do we have? If you are a user of the Splurge cream shadows, okay, this is the cream shadow brush for the Splurge shadows. It has a short bristle, very firm, very compact. It works well with the dense Splurge shadows. And then we have the liner shader brush, which has a fluffy brush on one end for shading, and then a chiseled end on the other end for lining. You can use that to line your lips. You can use that to line the eye on the top or line the eye on the bottom. And then we have the brow artist brush, which has the flat end for doing below the brow. And again, that chiseled end, which is used for lining the brow, top and bottom, and then filling in the brow. We have our contour brush, which you have that dense, packed end for contouring, and then you have that softer end for blending. And then finally, now these are not all of the brushes that we carry. These are all of the brushes that I currently have. And then we have the powder concealer brush, and this is the end for the concealer that applies lovely right under the eye, right? And then after you put on your concealer, you want to seal that concealer in with powder. So it only makes sense to put those 2 brushes together on a double end brush. So there's our little tutorial tonight on brushes and cleaning brushes. So yes, you could use another cleaner, something mild to clean your brushes, but when we have this handy product and it lasts so long, you know, there's nothing else I'm going to use to clean my brushes because this is just, you know, it's too convenient for me. And my brushes are ready to go immediately. Thanks for joining me. I'll see you again soon. Bye.